is Halloween, this is Halloween, do. Ah, there's some shit in my way, so I can't see my screen. It's a GNC protein bottle, cause your boy doesn't I don't know, I just need food and I need it in me now, so I just put some avocados, some good fats, put a bunch of protein in there, some weirdo shit called creatine. I watched an anime recently that made fun of the whole creatine thing, which was great. Regardless, Halloween's a thing, maybe, by the time this gets to you. Probably not, it's probably past. I mean, I suppose it doesn't matter when these get to you because they're always really delayed, late. But also, they happen to, what do you call it? I just, what was I saying? Doesn't matter. Does not matter. Oh, I was saying that, basically these aren't contained within any sort of narrative, so it's not I did 3 videos before this one could come out, and it wouldn't matter because we're looking at nonsense, beautiful, a fantastic, community-swelling nonsense, otherwise known as Happy Fun Time memes. I think that might be a show, actually. Something Happy Fun Time or something. Anyways, Thanos, snaps, people giving blah. Alright, we starting off at a place, at a starting line, if anything. I love doing that. That's my favorite thing. It's just saying a sentence that you have made no ground. You are still just as where you started. It still makes sense, but no ground was covered. Otherwise known as an utter waste of time. Anyways, the weak should fear the strong. That was always, well, frankly, what do you call it? I was just thinking of randomly, and not really randomly, it kind of goes in tangent with this, but there's certain beings, and I think Egyptian mythos or something, but it's basically this 3-armed dude, and of course I think they made a game about him. He's named Azura, although I don't know if it's just they gamified it, or if it actually is representation for certain religious things. I think it has some sort of place in religion, but yeah, Azura, dude, if you have not watched that, I say watch because it's basically a movie. It's the most high intensity anime ever, except it's a game, and yeah, it's just really badass. But anyways, you should fear the strong, multiple armed man. Sure, Pikachu is kind of, stealing Azura's thing, but whatever. People who don't follow destiny at all. Bungie launching new light. Is this a dying base? What is this? Teacher, Chris, could you come solve this problem? Me. Oh, we got a problem? Teacher, that's right. I feel like a JoJo song should play right here. John Wick, who killed my puppy? Joke. Juki? I did. I ate it. John Wick, so you are dead. Killed. Well, this man may just be really good at Rainbow Six Siege, and he just found a way to do extra good.
I am the darkness. Oh, you want cuddles?
Okay, I give cuddles. But I am still the darkness. Oh my god, this is the best. I want to save this. Mother of God, that's wonderful. On a side note, just came to mind, we had this bat on our driveway. It was just hanging out, and I'm a big believer in if an animal is just stay away from the animal, leave it be, it'll be fine. And I don't even like killing anything though, mouses. I seen a mouse in my room and I thought, I'm not gonna say anything because they'll kill you. But at the same time, I don't want you to crawl on my face while I sleep and give me diseases. So I ended up telling eventually, but still. Yeah, it was actually kind of sad because they can carry malaria or something. So my mom was swatting at it with a fucking dustpan or something, and it fell and it just kind of went on the ground. So we weren't sure if it was hibernating or something, but I think it knocked itself clean out when it hit the ground. I'm not a messed up person, but it was just the looking back on it in the context, pretty brutal. Anyways, it was still alive, just knocked unconscious or in like hibernation, and it was not budging. So then we came up with a shoebox and shoot it into a shoebox, and we threw it out in the bushes. And I don't mean throw out, I mean we literally left the shoebox cracked open, hoping to God it would leave. We came back, it was left. An animal could have bitten and eaten it, but we like to believe it flew away in the night. Because it was daytime when we fucked with it. Yeah. Oh, this has some words for me. I got them wholesome, family-friendly memes for you, Logan Senpai. Who is this? It's gotta be BT, right? Yeah, it's BT. BT. Anything mentioned Destiny, it's our boy BT. Always. All the goddamn time. Thank you, BT, though. I was about to say, there's a lot. There was like recent, last episode, I had to. Very rarely am I having to like not show any. But last episode was a wee bit rough. Oh. Take Bell. I just finished watching DMachi and it was so good, dude. So good. Season 2, episode 10, that's where I'm up to. Oh god. I do really miss that there were like, I feel like season 1 had more like intimate moments with Bell getting slowly stronger and progressing, where season 2 feels like just like a lot of world building and like that kind of vibe. You know what I mean? Like a lot of less Bell getting stronger and stuff. Also, Bell's got to get more fucking powers. Okay, he's got Firebolt, and that's it. Okay, an Argonaut, which is good, but it's like it can only be used once a day or whatever. So it's ridiculous. Anyways, Bell needs more power ups. Thinking about how the Dutch people arrested a bird for taking part in a robbery, put it in a jail cell with bread and water, and then the media reported on it. They put a little black bar over the face, protecting its identity. I don't believe this to be true for a second. And if it is, I'm going to immediately delete this from my mind. Don't know why, that's just how I feel. Not claiming it's the right feeling, but it's the way I feel. When a minor inconvenience turns into 2-week-long depressive episode, this evolved into a big fucking problem. Ooh, yep, been there a little bit. Also with fears, you're like, I'm just kind of, I fucking don't like spiders. It's just kind of one of those things. And then when it falls on your face, and you're like, okay, all right, maybe I underestimated my fear a little. Turned into a mighty dragon. But when a kid tells you to spell I cup, oh, okay. Well, I said it. Thank God for my dyslexia. I cup, not okay. I-C-U-P. That's the okay. Do not cite the deep magic to me, which I was there when it was written, heathen. I like this meme. This is a good meme format. I've seen it many times, and it's still just as good as the first time I saw it. I wish everything was as easy as getting fat. No one's gonna want to hear what I have to say about this, but well, two things. I've never had as much of a love for food as other people. I get 3 bites and I'm over it. And secondly, I have at least right now, I burn off fat pretty quick. So it's like I'm wasting away my glory years of being able to eat like a pig and really have no consequences. But instead, I'm like, nah, I want even food anyway. It's like an athlete that has great athletic ability but doesn't have any interest in sports. Yeah, yeah. iOS 13 introduces swapping keyboard. Android users, hey, I've seen this one. Apple users, what do you mean you've seen this one? It's brand new. Got it. There's, who cares? It's all, funny meme, but also, I'm maybe it's just, again, it's probably just that I have had too much of this bullshit this week, where it's like, PC Master Race, PS4 is the best, and I'm just like, dude, you're all so stupid. I guess in this instance, it's literally talking about features and all that, but still kind of like, ugh, personally. You cannot be walking around with that much hababa and expect me not to post a selfie for the boys. I'll see you Monday, mister. Oh no. It's just Oh, I'll see you Monday, Miss a teacher's name. I didn't know what it was. I thought it was like a raven, and then I'm like, okay, within the context. Don't go. I don't believe this is happening. This is clearly memed, but it's spectacularly memed. Oh boy, that's awesome. Kids nowadays, what to do? Those are the ones you gotta be careful of. He looks like he's well put together, wearing a dress shirt, doing that weird like I'm a man haircut when you're like shouldn't be wearing I'm a man haircut. Yeah. Solid meme. I actually love that one. Guys, would you give an average looking girl a chance if she were to approach you first and make first move? A guy would talk to a tree if they approached him first. I was just watching a video about this, and there was a person going through analytical stuff that was saying that, do I want to, well, if you could just clip by. This is a little old nothing knowing grin talking, okay? I know nothing. Anyway, it was talking about the, and this is just, theories. If no, well, it's not. It's analytical data based on stuff. Anyway, it was the premise of, one of the things people kept hearing is this thing where women said there's an unfair expectation, a beauty expectation on women. And then this person was arguing that, especially if you look at metric data, and just questionnaires from like over the years, this is incredibly not true. Most men are willing to, as long as you look pretty, that's it. And there's a bar that's like that. It's literally like, you're beautiful, you're beautiful, you're beautiful. Not my thing, not quite mine, And a lot of that is like unhealthy. It's not even like you're a lack of beauty, it's a lack of effort in trying to even be healthy and etc. Having showers, cutting your goddamn hair when you to look a certain way, etc., etc., etc. And they found in the studies that, and this to me makes sense, but women have a higher class, higher threshold than men. They want them to look a certain way and be tidy and etc. It's like one of the things where if you take a woman that is a little bit more thicker and maybe even has a bit of a belly, and then if you have a dude who has a gut, in my experience, most dudes would be like, it's fine, she's got some heft to her, and most people would be fine with it. But then the gut, I think, for a lot of women is a big no-no. But then again, in relationships, you can like de-quantify that. So maybe the dude has a gut, but maybe the dude is hilarious, or maybe he is very financially stable. All those things. So there's a bunch of different applications that come into it. But when we're strictly talking about looks and whatnot, it tends to be, at least in that video I watched, you could be a con artist, but any sort of standard to women is self-guided, because if you look at like beauty magazines, the head authors and editors at that place are all women, like 90% women and like 2% guys, and the guys that are there happen to be homosexual. So yeah, when it comes to like straight dudes, and I kind of agree with this, when it comes to straight dudes, it's very pretty, still honestly pretty attractive. It's not like this, ew, unless you are a person that is otherwise, to me, considered unhealthy. But then we get into this weird bit of business where it comes to attraction. So who cares? Like, for you to say there's a societal standard for you to look a certain way, and that may be the case, but I don't understand what people want to do after that. So you say you establish that there's a specific look that society has for you. Okay, well, what do you do then? Do you try to tell people what they should like and what they should be attracted to? Because that's not alright either. Like, who cares who you like and what you're attracted to? That you shouldn't have any control over that. As a person that's telling someone what they should be attracted to, that shouldn't exist, because it's like the same problem when a person's telling a gay person to be straight. It's like it's ignorant and a lack of empathy on understanding that person's point of view or state, So I don't know. That's the weird thing. It's where people are like, society has an expectation for me, and then it's like, okay, well, what happens then? Do you want society to not have an expectation for you? So you want people to be attracted to you? Well, sorry, hon, that's not how that works. Or, sorry, incel, that's not how it works, That's my rambly rambles for the day. MFS, be so ready to get off work to go home and do nothing. It's me. I'm MFS. What is MFS? My F in self? I don't know what that stands for. Okay. When you're on Habababa and the 10% battery warning pops up, I better use my strong hand. This is always, by the way, as a person who is missing bones and like has scarred hands, this was always one of those things where when I was growing up, I was just like, Everyone always says he's so gross, and he is pretty gross, but it doesn't bode well for me and my fucking hands, you know? So I was always like, this guy's got a heart of gold. He may be a creepo, but I relate to him on some level. 5 Guys, burgers and fries, plus Wendy's. Oh, just that meme with the lovely pale white-haired woman with a bunch of bro dudes hanging around, and oh, oh no. Jeez Louise, that's perspective, baby. Mother of God. That's how they feel, but not how they look, you know? Those little bastards have the most just shitty personalities when it comes to other dogs. They're like, I am a titan and you're a maggot. It's like, oh geez. Destiny fans, NASA social media guy trying to talk about the moon. Please help. Oh, I'm about to leave. When the beat slaps, but the lyrics are problematic. Oh, that's amazing. Oh, solid. Oh, that's another shitty thing I happened a long time ago. I don't know what it was, but it was basically like this rapper brought this lady on to sing, and she was like a super big fan, high energy, having a good time, and then he specifically was doing a song that had a bunch of N-words in it, and he like, I don't know what happened. I think he stopped singing exactly when a bunch of the N-words happened, I guess to see what she would do, which is already entrapment and just shitty, especially when you're doing it to your fan that paid to see you. Anyways, and she ended up saying, you know, the song, which is the N-word, and then he immediately said, whoa, stop the song, halting the entire conference just to ridicule his fan that came to show him what was happening. And everyone was just like, what? Like, and it was weird because it was like this poor woman got booed, and she was just a very happy, seemed like cheerful fan, you know, where this dude just tore her down for no apparent reason, just for like reciting the words in the context in which you were saying them. Yeah, it was weird. Anyways, then there's other perceptions which I agree with much more. There was another rapper who had a random concert in the middle of the street, just like talking to his fans and singing randomly. And I think this little Asian kid came up to the concert, and they were rapping together, saying all those words. And then the one rapper said, "This is awesome. This word used to have so much negative power." And together it's showing what it can be in the future, which is this thing that's bringing us together. It means family, friendship, and all these other things. And he loved that he was able to morph that word in that way. But then you have the other person saying that, like, oh, you're a bad person because you said what I said, you know? I don't know, it's weird. Don't get me wrong, I don't think people should be throwing around the word, but I definitely don't think people should be saying that it's fucking Voldemort. Like when you say the word, hellfire is gonna come bleeding down upon you, you know? To clarify what I was saying is I think that there's context surrounding the word, so it depends on the context in which someone uses it. Now, if you wanted to argue if it's rude or ignorant, sure, but people aren't automatically a racist or just a trash human being for just saying the word, especially the context that it could potentially have within the rap realm, or at least that's my stupid perception. I don't know, anymore. That's a mess in general, because it's not my culture and all that, but I don't know, I get pissed off when people pull people into a trap, especially when those people aren't deserving of any sort of punishment. Anyway. Oh, here we go. New update, new, update, boom, boom. No. Destiny Shadowkeep. Yeah. Halloween update that lasts all year. Yeah, but also, it's not a Halloween update. Although we do get Festival of Lost, I think, right? I wouldn't imagine they would not do Festival of the Lost. Heavy metal music stops. Load shotgun. Death metal starts. I can read it. Me just wanting to play Shadowkeep. Servers at capacity. Has that happened? I'd be shocked if that's happened. Again, with how many, what do you call it? Bungie should have a pretty good read on who plays their game. So the fact that server problems always happen is always weird. I suppose the servers do cost a lot of money. I spent too much time rambling, and I didn't even get to look at that many memes. We may have to make one more video. Oh no. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your time. This was, I'll be honest, probably a little too charged in terms of just randomly being like, well, what did we talk about? Oh, right, we talked about the whole, like, standards of beauty and all those things. and then the whole rap nonsense thing, or yeah. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, remember, I do nothing but subscribe button right there, as well as 2 videos to my far right. Hopefully you'll tune in next time. Hopefully we'll spend less time talking about alienating things. Thank you and goodbye.